And welcome everybody to another Wrong Bias live streaming feature. We have made the trip over from West Denton from yesterday's under 25 qualifiers, and today's event is the World Open Singles Qualifier. We've came to Carlisle.
Good morning everybody and welcome to Cumbria Indoor Bowls Club. I'll start by thanking Cumbria Indoor Bowls Club for the use of the facilities for the weekend. We've got a very busy weekend. Got the World Open Singles today and the Scottish International Open Singles tomorrow. I'd also like to thank Wrong Bias podcast, who, as people can see, are going to be streaming our Ring 2 for most of the games, and then we'll probably move the final one to Ring 3 to give the crowd the opportunity from within the bar to watch it as well. So we're going to get underway as soon as possible, and on Ring 2 we have Paul Kane, Daniel Barnett. Ring 3, Martin McCauley and Dougie Weir. Ring 4, Christopher Piley, Martin Gale. Ring 5, Ken Chan, Ian McLean. Ring 6, Stephen Richardson, Anthony Booth Young. Ring 7, Kevin Harrison and Derek Ferguson. Ring 8, Mark Higgins and Alex Bryden. And on Ring 9, Alan Ramsey and Megan Sprout. I know that I'm going to be short of markers, so if anybody would like to mark the first session, if they'd like to come by the first doors of the bar, then I can hand some cards out. We do have some markers from the club who very kindly decided giving up their day today to come and help us mark. But once you get your opponent and your marker, you can commence your trial rounds. Thank you.
Right, now that Martin's put the mic down, and as you can see we're just waiting for the markers to magically appear. Our show game is Daniel Barnett playing Paul Kane. I've got a guest commentator coming on, got Mr. Chisholm, Rob Chisholm, who's made the trip up as the space came available in the tournament tomorrow.
Give the Ring 2 to the biggest fella.
I've got a proper marker on Ring 2. So the format is 2 sets of 7 ends. If they tie the sets, then they go into best of 3 tie break. For those that haven't been to Carlisle before, it's got 6 rings and a 4 ring round the back. They are using rings 2 to 6 on the main green and 7, 8 and 9 on the back green. We're set up on ring number 1. So here we go on the show ring. We have in the orange shirt Daniel Barnett, which Rob's on his way over, so I'm going to let him do his player profile. Trampled up together. we're not concerned, but he's Rob with a pint in his hand already. 8:38. Just sneaking out. Not going to drop it here. Just clip it anywhere there, mate. It's open mic. Feel free not to swear though. Alright?
I never swear.
Never swear. Well, morning mate, nice to see you. I haven't seen you for years.
I know it's been a while, mate. Good to see
You've
you.
got a bit of a Welsh Geordie accent now.
Oh, don't you start.
Eh?
I get enough stick every time I go home. I get absolutely hammered from the accent, like.
Yeah. How's the ball's been going, mate?
Well, sort of getting back into it now. To be honest, I've sort of had a couple of years where I don't know, like a little bit disillusioned, but I've got back into the outdoor scene a bit more. So had a couple of good years outside. So yeah, just like keen to get back on inside again now.
Yeah, great mate. And international as well, mate. I'm international now.
What's that? Sorry.
International. You did play for it. Oh, should I not touch it? We'll move away from that. I can tell by the smile. Move away. I'm not going to dub you in.
No, you don't need to. No. Outdoors, it's obviously you know what the situation is. Indoors and outdoors is a different setup. Outdoors, I've got back into like the elite setup, so I just missed out on the Commonwealth Games.
Right.
Well, I'm saying just missed out. I was in the last 10 or last 8 or whatever. Right. Got selected to go to the European Championships in Scotland outside, so that was a massive privilege and something, obviously honoured to do that. Inside, there's a new management setup from last season, which I wasn't available last year. I didn't make myself available last season. So the team that's going to be representing Wales in the forthcoming series was already selected, but I am sort of available.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
right.
Yeah.
So it's one of them at the minute.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We'll wait and see. Watch this space.
Yeah.
Right. Player profiles. I've given you a mate's player profile. Now,
Yeah.
whether you're going to read that out, it's up to you, or whether you're just going to make it up.
No, Dan is. So for people tuning in now, there's a player profile form which the player themselves have got to fill out. Dan has put very little down, but obviously I know a little bit more than what he knows about himself, I think, looking at it. To be honest, he's just bought a new set of balls last week, set of Tigers. He's always played with Classic 2s, even outdoor he played with Classic 2s, surprisingly. Right. So a little bit tighter than what he's used to. So the Tigers obviously are a little bit bigger than what he's used to, but he seems to be doing okay.
Managing all right. It's his first time on the. Does he enter these competitions before, or is this his first? Ah, great.
Yeah, very first time.
I think it's great where people decide to have a crack at it, mate.
Exactly.
If you didn't buy a ticket, you didn't get anywhere.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, so.
Well, I remember entering the PBAs for the first time when I was about 17, something like that.
Right.
Never had any intentions of doing anything, but managed to get to a final and thinking, this is me now. Well,
easy this. I'm set up here.
Yeah. Went downhill from there, mate.
Right. Daniel's playing Paul Kane from. I'm guessing he's Scottish. Is he Scottish? He must be Scottish. I think he was with them last night. Date of birth 1993, so that'll make him 58 or something like that. His occupation is a student teacher. He's from Scotland, he's Kilbride, he's president indoor club, outdoor clubs Renton. His achievements under 25 international outdoor from 16 to 18 and senior international outdoor 2017. He currently uses Enterlite Classic 2 Deluxe size 5. My giddy hand. Not many size 5s now, mate. God.
I think there's only you that plays with size 5 now, right?
Yeah, I've gone down to a 4, mate.
Yeah, fair play.
He likes watching snooker. He must be playing it because he says he's not very good. His favourite food, steak pie, man after my own heart. He likes reading. Favourite piece of music I listened to before a big games match is the William Tell Overture. That's too high market for us.
A bit more about Dan. He's obviously from, I'm going to pronounce this right, in my best Welsh accent.
Good. That's why I give you that.
Llanelli Indoor Bowls Club is where he plays. He's a massive Scarlets fan.
Is he?
Parker Scarlets. He goes down there now and again, watches them. He used to be a season ticket holder, but unfortunately he likes Liverpool as well.
Oh.
But I've wrote down here, he did write down his own thing, but I've wrote underneath, Chiz is trying to get him to be black and white.
Well, the less said about that, the better. This is a Mackham and a black and white. We'll not mention football though.
No,
Well, it's not so bad now that we're out of that, the bloody Bermuda Triangle of League One.
Doing well, man.
So, here we go, folks. Like I always say, if you've got a Fire Stick and you watch it on YouTube, watch it on Big Dollar. They're going out on YouTube and Facebook, and we're here all day.
Yeah, how far is that? Sure.
'Tin Chan getting a photo of the onside there.
Slap on the thigh there, he didn't like it, but it doesn't look too bad to me. Didn't like that at all. I hope I fucking slap. Oh dear me. Sorry, mate. I hope I slap my thigh a few times later.
Bought the area up. The language is, it's gone blue, he's gone blue, he's blue, he is. It's not black and white, he's blue. He's shaking his head.
That's quite promise.
That's after the hours. That's after hours coverage, that.
I know. No, I might still be in that little bracket mind before 9 o'clock's alright, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. 8:45, yeah. Anybody's watching.
How many?
There's 67 live on Facebook.
Oh, dear, lovely. Going back to Danny, obviously I've just been talking to Trev Taylor now. He's struggling with his back, isn't he? He's had a nasty fall and some painkillers and that. Dan actually broke his back probably 2 years ago, I think.
Right.
Fell from a ladder. He's a painter and decorator. Fell from a ladder from a decent height. Broke his back in the hospital for like a good month. So he's done well to get back going again.
And he's boldly crying over his pretty broken toe.
It's another good ball there by Paul. Didn't slap his thigh there though, so. Why that?
They say this carpet's a little bit slower than it used to be, mate.
It's been a while. Probably been 5 or 6 years since I've been here. Obviously this green that you're looking at now, the 6-rinker, has always been slightly slower than the back green, the 4-rinker. Obviously it's well known that the 4-rinker is easier to stretch to make it quicker. But yeah, apparently it is not the speed it was,
Yeah.
I would say, yeah. But the rinks are fair. I don't think there's a bad rink there, to be honest with
No.
you. Everything's quite fair.
I've got a feeling this rink one might be out of action after me and Bolt has been sitting on this ditch hand for a while.
Yeah, I think so.
Not supposed to agree.
I was going to fight a corner for a second and I just gave up.
Yeah, you looked and said, I'll give up on that one. I've got a feeling that might have been a full house. Let's see off the marker.
Yeah, it was a definite 3, probably 4. Doesn't like this one either, so he's probably nailed it.
I love them kind of bowlers.
Yeah, he's not
Oh,
bad.
yes.
He's on the short
I
side
don't know.
fractionally, 2 feet maybe.
Did you go on the Newport one? Was it last week?
I did play in Newport last weekend, yes.
Oh, did you get semis or something? Did you get upper stages?
Yeah, I lost to Scott Edwards in the semi-final. Yeah. Yeah, it was well run in Newport. There wasn't any PBA delicacies there. Well, Martin wasn't there. Jason Parkinson wasn't there. I think Martin Seal
did it, and apparently he done a good job as well.
He did do a good job. Yeah, he did.
Fair play to him. He has. I know he did ask us to go down and do a bit streaming on one of them, but other things cropped up.
It's a long way. To be fair, what you guys are doing is absolutely brilliant. So I would imagine that any tournament that's being run now will be crying for you to come and do things for them. But you cannot be everywhere at once, can you? So
the thing I like about it is that we just sit here and just have a bit of crack.
That's why a little word slipped out.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
It's just like talking to your mate, isn't it?
It is. So you sort of like.
You don't want to get ridiculed for what you're doing. At the end of the day, the work you're doing, you deserve all the accolades you're getting. Like.
Some people like it, some people don't. If you didn't like it, just turn up.
Well, exactly.
Just to put the subtitles on and you can have a laugh at the subtitles.
Exactly, you're not paying for it.
That's right.
Go on, Dan boy. Let's get going, yeah, son. He's probably nervous, you see.
Yeah.
It's the very first time he's entered anything like this. Playing against an experienced player like Paul as well, to be fair.
Of course, the first end wasn't the end that he really wanted, was it? It sort of like puts you on the back foot straight away.
That's right.
You start to think, God, why have I entered this?
Aye, but the sets play gives you a chance as well. Feel your way into it. And
how many times have you seen where somebody's getting pummeled?
He's close to a ball.
Well played, son.
Aye. Just made 2 out of that. The toucher went into the ditch, which you cannot see from the camera angle, but there's definitely 2 there to Dan. So it's 4-2 after 2 ends, huh?
That'll have eased his nerves a bit, mate.
Aye, well, it's not a bad thing, is it, to have a little runner when you're feeling a bit,
bit tight.
Bit of tension.
Yeah.
Some people have a little run on a trial end just to get rid of a few nerves, eh? It's quite a common thing. Good camera angle there. You're looking at the back green as well. So you've got on the left hand side a vacant ring 10, which won't be used, coming in from 10, 9, 8 and 7. And that green's slightly quicker than the match you're watching now on ring 2. Any more observations about my accent, Richie? Or?
No, Jason's asked you to pronounce something in Welsh.
Did he?
Yes, he's asked.
Oh, don't say it's that.
It does. It's that get long one word. I mean, I've got no not open. I mean, I get Leonelli, I get Clinetti wrong.
Leonelli.
I keep that's why you keep that because of that. Leonelli.
Brilliant.
My pronunciation's shocking, mate. It's abysmal, mate. Abysmal.
I think I speak better Welsh than Geordie now, man.
Yeah. Mr. Parkinson was trying to put a Geordie accent on yesterday in West Denton.
But the women's Geordie accent is different to the men's Geordie accent, man.
Oh.
You would have been in West Denton yesterday, demented, were you?
Oh, yeah. I thought I was in a different country. What I've got that way, man.
Looks like Dan's holding shot with a jack eyeball there. Paul's just pulled up about 18 inches short.
How far is the last ball shot? No, you hold the shot for that one. One down? Yes, one down.
just on the outside line, slightly over. It's all right though.
Half a ball short of the jack leg.
I think this was travelling slightly as well.
Just on the top
outside
again,
side.
yeah, right.
Chance for Dan just to beat that front black ball of Paul's his second ball.
My last ball.
Better,
It's a better line, mate.
definitely better. Just got to steady a fraction, I think. He's got it. That's
Yeah,
the
well
winner.
played.
So, can we clear this one up? Martin Gale is on rink 4.
Yeah.
We were calling for his opposition. Was he in the building? Is that the opposition that he was due to be playing, or is that a reserve that's coming?
No, I think that's the I don't know. No, I think that is the opposition.
Right.
Yes, I'm sure it is, because he played at Stanley last year. Big white balls.
Right. What was the name again? Sorry.
Christopher Pillay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That was the name they were calling for. I don't know if he turned up late or if he was in the building and they didn't realise he was here. Paul's give this a go, man. If he's got enough pace, he's not far off. He might just be under strength, yeah. Just inside. Oh, he's missed everything. That's
Balls
unlucky.
for balls.
He couldn't have played that much better, to be fair.
Yes, Jason's just confirmed it is the original draw, mate.
Right. Okay.
Mr. Parkinson having a weekend off, trying to get his blood pressure down. I don't know whether his blood pressure's going to work watching this streaming, mind you.
I'll never give him a weekend off, I tell you. Cheers, are you coming or are you not coming? Are you going to pay your fees or what? I've got to keep on his toes here, Richie.
Keep him right, mate. You've got to keep him right. He'd be lying on the settee in his pretty Barney Rubble onesie.
Oh, aye. Frenchie on his lap and all that.
That's it.
Is it Stan, is it? Big Stan. Dan settled down a little bit there that last end, so obviously he was feeling a bit more confident after that little running shot he had. Not a bad opener.
Starting to
Couple
range,
of feet
mate.
away.
Does he prefer his backhand, mate, or his forehand?
It looks like he's preferring his backhand as we're watching it now, but I haven't noticed that before, to be honest with you. Sometimes when the nerves are jangling a little bit, you just go with how you're feeling. Like, and obviously he's feeling the backhand's the one to.
High up, incoming behind us.
Oh, aye, here he comes. The McDonald's breakfast, both ears behind me.
The
He hasn't
McDonald's
got a
breakfast.
McDonald's breakfast for the change.
Hello, boys.
How's it going?
I've been having a bit of listen all the way up.
Have you? Oh.
It's like listening to Julio Giorgio.
You didn't hear that mishap, did you, earlier?
The bleep.
The truck at
He went.
I was just passing a truck at the time.
He went all in. He went all in early.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's like you're talking to your mate, isn't it? So you just like, oh,
Great
disaster.
ball from Paul. That.
Hell of a ball.
It's our there, pet, like.
Hell of a draw there by Paul. I'm changing the subject. Yeah, Dan's got to play the forehand.
Nice one. Will he hang on?
I don't think he's got the pace to hold that line. I don't mind that shot though. That's the right shot to play. Just
Plants there as well, mate. Looking from our angle, the plant straight on the white.
Yeah, definitely. And the edge helps. How's tricks, Baldy?
Aye, funny it.
Well done last week yourself.
Thanks, man.
Having a day off today, see, you've earned that.
Right. And, I think it's always polite to go and test the sausage and bacon sandwiches that everybody's doing.
Just short.
Has he played this?
Want to hang on?
effort.
Lucky.
Late, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, he played it. Yeah, so it was a late entry for myself and Dan, who's playing now.
Nice to see you.
Literally 12:30ish yesterday. Jason said there's a spot opened up in both competitions for both of you, so yeah, we just jumped in the car and up we came.
Good to see you, mate.
It's nice to be back here, to be honest. It's been a while. I'm saying to Richie, 5 or 6 years since I've last been in this club.
You've been here since it changed to the blue.
Once, I think, yes.
I like the blue and grey, it looks smart.
Yeah, definitely.
Need to run with this.
He's not bad, mate. He's not bad at all.
He's well down.
It's 2 there for both.
A drink, coffee,
Well played.
sandwich.
Have a coffee, mate.
I'm
if you
alright
don't
for now,
mind.
mate. Here we are.
Okay. Yeah. Rob. Awesome. I'll give us a coffee one and what do you want?
Coffee, mate.
Want a sandwich?
Yeah, I'm bacon, mate. I don't know whether you need one or whether... No, I think you probably just need one and write on the back what we want.
Coffee,
Yeah, please.
Did you say a sandwich?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put the scoreboard right now. It's actually 6-4 to Paul Kane.
Keeper's right.
Yeah.
Keeper's right, because I'm, I'm getting that age, I kind of play
That's
spin.
all right, mate.
6-4.
There's a lot going on here. Bacon sandwiches.
Bacon sandwiches, coffees, pints, you name it. It's all going off here. So what balls you playing with now, mate?
I play with Tigers all the time now,
Oh, yeah.
which is
Size?
something I've never done really. Well, indoor wise, I've always played with Classic 2s
Right.
until about 3 years ago. My missus nicked my Classic 2s, so I had to buy a set of balls. That I've tried a few sets, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've settled on this set now. I really enjoy them.
Yeah, good.
Size 4 Tiger I play with. Apparently the back green, my first game, obviously next session, 10 o'clock, is going to be on the back green, rink 7, which is an end ring. And the Tiger's going to struggle to hold a ditch on apparently, so we'll see how that one works out.
See how it works out. I'll cut the mic off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hussing and cussing.
I know. Once bitten, twice shy, Richie.
Well, it is, right. Well, you hear.
We're all human.
Exactly, mate, exactly. Bolty slipped the one out anyway. The other time at Stanley. Couldn't get his teeth right.
This, I would assume Dan's ball is holding shot there, but Paul's might be close to winning. I'd hazard a guess at Dan's ball is just hanging on, but
Well, that angle's going to make your knee bet up. Well, you reckon that back black one?
well, judging on Dan's last ball, Paul might be fancying that he can turn Dan's ball away there and make 3 or 4 like. But if Paul is holding shot, obviously he's just drawn away. It doesn't take much effort just to turn Dan's ball though to make 3,
Yeah.
just to sit it.
Oh, he's gone for it.
Well, he's not happy, so he's obviously somewhere near. He's
You're
not
right.
far, he's not far.
You've nailed it, mate. He's close to drawing there.
He's nearly going to bend on everything.
Balls for balls.
Very unlucky. Very unlucky. Couldn't have played the speed any better, could he, for the shot?
No.
Where's Martin's in front of the way? The short ball. See Martin's is flying. How short's that?
Dan's obviously just going to try and nick away at this backhand.
Where's mine's this side?
Just settle on a length. He's just got to settle himself down and just start playing length balls. It's not easy when it's your first game and he knows he's on the streamed match as well. Like, he's got family watching back home and stuff.
And you're commentating.
And I'm commentating with my Welsh accent. It's a better pace.
Decent.
By the way,
nice, good mate.
Definitely a better pace.
Just not bad at all, yeah.
Might be slightly under, is he?
Needs to get the feather and fall.
Yeah, yes, that's it.
I think that should win it.
I think Dan's got 2 there, so we'll be playing the 6th end, 6-all.
We'll keep you up to date with the other games. I'll run through who's on in a moment. No, you called it right, mate. You're better eyes than me.
Sign of the devil, innit? 666. I'm looking at ring 7. I was just saying we'll go through the rings. I'm looking at ring 7. I think Kevin Harrison is 4-1 up after 3. And they're pretty much, well, they're level on ring 3 and 5. 3-all and 2-all. So there's nothing to gain there. I think Martin Gale might be 3-2 up after 4.
In theory, that should be the home and away. That's the theory, but that theory has been proved completely wrong.
It's difficult, isn't it, when the sticker situation, like.
Yeah. Bit of a change of length.
Yeah, he's
touch short there.
Yeah, he's dropped the jack short there.
2 foot short.
Just trying to. It's all about consistency of this game, and he's just trying to find a length, and he hasn't quite settled speed-wise.
Once you get into a rhythm, mate, isn't it? Get into a rhythm, and if you've got a consistent delivery.
Yeah. Paul looks like he's homing in. Yeah, this is the shot ball. He might be a toucher as well. Just shy. Might have to change the forehand. So the observation you made earlier, Dan preferring his backhand, was actually an accurate one, because he's still debating whether he wants to play the forehand, but it is a forehand shot.
It is. Ball fell off.
Just to get as close as he can, really, past his own ball. He still wants to stick to the backhand, but he might run it.
Oh, he's gone quick at it.
He's not far off. Oh, he's on that. Yeah, that was a. At that stage of the end, I would have just tried to play the forehand and try and beat his own ball.
His wing red,
Even if he gets a good second with that one, gives you chances then. This is the counter as well. This might be the shot ball, yeah. Perfect.
No big ball here. I think he'd probably go again now, won't he?
He's got to go now.
Go quicker.
Yeah, it's a big target. There's no gap down the backhand anyway. He's got to go quick. And he's close.
He's close to get off the wing now. Not big.
Try. Half a ball inside there. The jack's moving, But to be fair, it never looked likely that he was ever going to get the shot. It was just damage limitation.
Yeah.
Are you playing yourself these days, Rich?
Just league now, mate.
In Durham or?
Horton.
All right.
Horton. Unbelievably, we played Horton in the Denny a couple of years ago. We played Stewie early.
There's a counter there. Paul's got 3 there.
Yeah, well played. And Stewie said Horton was quicker than Carlisle. And Horton's got a kind of old push on it, mate.
Has it?
Yeah, nice.
People who aren't from the northeast won't realise that dear me, in the northeast, how many 6 and 8 rinkers are there, or have there been? Obviously they're going to struggle, and we've lost a lot. Like, so
Yes.
where you used to play Sunderland.
Sunderland, I mean, I think my plug got knocked in when we lost Sunderland. Like,
Oh, massively. Yeah. And that was the pace in that court was excellent.
pace was spot on. I mean, but it was a council building. It was, our fate was. I mean, I could go to Shields and join leagues there, but
With everybody else.
with everybody else.
No.
I mean, there's not many of the old Sunderland members that have gone to Shields. To be fair,
No.
They just seem to have stopped playing, which is a shame.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a similar thing in Newcastle, like when Eldon Square went,
wasn't it?
and even the Parks has suffered apparently. But obviously, I've been living in Wales for 11 and a half years now, and I know I did join Stanley for 2 or 3 years from the Parks, but the Parks was a thriving club membership-wise at the time, and I think they are struggling now. That's an 8 rink.
Of course, they lost Eldon Square. Cramlington went.
Yeah.
Hexham went.
Yeah.
So there was only really
West End are doing well,
West-
so
yeah.
you know, long may that continue,
Yeah.
because everyone's trying like hell there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good people
I mean,
there
it's a
doing
good
the
little
right things.
setup, you know what I mean? I mean, they've got the
But a
under
good-
26 series today,
Exactly.
the weekend.
Yeah, the ladies under 26 there today, and we played a PBA under 25 qualifier there yesterday, which obviously went really well with
Good,
yourself.
yeah. Marion says your Welsh accent is getting stronger, mate.
Aye, well, like I say, 11 and a half years. My son's Welsh anyway, but as long as he's got black and white running through them veins.
No, have you not, did you not slip in sort of like a red and white onesie when
No chance. Absolute dim chance, as it's
you chance?
So Paul's holding 1. The last end, obviously Dan's looking for a 3.
If you're a trust you, if you knock it off, it's £1,000.
I don't want that coffee. Thank you. Yeah, it's looking pretty bleak for Dan now. To be fair, Paul's the last 2 ends, he's had 2 or 3 balls really close, so it's hard to.
Now, what would you do? Because Bolty always says the set's gone. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get the 3, are you?
Well,
With your last, would you?
it all depends how you feel. It all depends. Are you feeling you're really not comfortable finding a length? If that's the way you feel, then fair enough, you might draw.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be chasing through that forehand.
Yeah.
I'd be trying to move the front one at least. Obviously, his second ball was never useful on the short side, was it?
I mean, I tend to look at it 2 ways. You either,
But if he could have pushed and stayed on his own ball down the forehand, took 1 away and
got
had
2
2
in the wicket,
seconds,
yeah.
you never know then.
what would you do with your last one now? Then, now that it has gone, you can't get 3.
Yeah, just
draw,
just
or
bowl
would
it.
you get a bit frustration
bowl it,
out of you?
just pick the hand that you think you're going to lead on, and just draw length.
Yeah.
But like I said, like what was said earlier, right at the start of the match, maybe that little runner took a little bit of tension away.
It
So
gets-
you might want to get rid of one of them if you want.
He's tried a little toddle at it. Look.
Oh, Dan.
Give him a shout.
Dan. Come on.
So first set to Paul.
The ball has just been told. What match you are? Matt Lewis at Jack Kuipers. And then the last ball, how far short?
Anybody's in the Carlisle area, it's free to come in to watch. We're here all day. Balls is on till witching hour, probably final due to go on about 9:30.
Which will turn into 10:30.
I should turn it probably 9:30. Yeah. I have seen this one does seem to finish a bit later.
If it was in Wales, it'll be 11:30 because they're not letting them go on the green till 9:30 in the morning.
What's all that about anyway?
I haven't got a clue, mate.
It's some
it's
local
baffling
law
me.
or something. Or, you know,
I remember it happening last year. Jason will tell you. Obviously, you'd be listening now, Jason. Something happened in Swansea last year where the games were planned out as they are everywhere. Capper State first session. For some reason, somebody told Jason or the PBA, no, nobody's allowed in the stadium until 9 o'clock. I don't know if that's a Welsh Balls thing or if that's a council thing. I haven't got a clue, to be honest with you. But we played in Newport last week and we started the matches at Capper State, which is in Wales. But then Frith again this week in the under 25s, somebody said the same thing. You can't go in the stadium until 9 o'clock, so games can't start at 9:30. Very good by Paul. Excellent. He's finding that backhand lovely.
Must be some kind of council thing, is it, or something?
I don't know if it's a Welsh Balls insurance thing or if it's
possibly, yeah.
Honestly, Jason might go on there and tell you a little bit more than what I know, but I was baffled because Swansea at the time was my home club, and when they said you're not allowed, you know what I mean? Strange old situation, that.
Just going back to what you said before there about Dan playing his backhand.
Yeah, he's sticking with it, and it's a forehand shot now.
Yeah.
You basically just settling to get a close second if you're playing the backhand now, so it's a forehand shot to try and get the shot. He is changing to forehand now, so. Yeah, he's not happy with his forehand for some reason. Bit of tension in the arm, I think, that's all. He's not far off.
Not far, eh, mate? Not bad at all. Can't be unlucky.
It's a good effort. That is second shot anyway. That is second shot, and it finishes really well there. Any touch now, ideal. Interesting to see what Paul did, the way he's settled on the backhand, which is probably sensible.
Dan's balls fell out as well, hasn't it?
It did sit,
Still looks second from our angle, eh?
Yeah, it is second. Good effort. He played that well. He's played the right speed there, Paul, because he could have turned his own ball or sat Dan's for 3. There was no danger in playing it either.
Got another good line, mate.
Yeah, he might just be inside the jack, is he?
He's got what a great try.
What an effort. Great effort. On to Paul Kane. Do you want to play instead of me the next section? I'll just sit here and watch.
What, with Bolty?
Me and Bolty. At least he can go for the McDonald's and come back then as well. Do you know what's happening? So there's a good game going on Ring 5. It's Ken Chan playing against Ian McLean. Ian McLean obviously qualified in the Scottish last week. Commonwealth Games representative for Scotland singles wise. Ken Chan been on TV events multiple times representing Hong Kong and China. Now resides in Manchester.
No difference really, is it?
The score is 4-3 after 5 ends.
If we go by the board, that's to Ken.
Yeah.
First set to Chris Pilley against Martin Gill.
Yeah.
We don't know who won the first set on the
ring 6.
Stephen Richardson. Oh, it's young Anthony Booth Lloyd. I don't know. Can I see no set numbers put out?
No.
On the back green.
Kevin Harrison is definitely 5-2 up after 5 ends. Yeah.
Can I tell who's won that?
Same situation with Mark Higgins versus Alec Bryden. They've played the first set, but we don't know who's won the first set. They're playing the first end of the second set now. And then it looks like Megan Sproat has beaten Alan Ramsey 4-3 after 6 ends in the first set.
12 inches, that bill. Give a yard.
And a good line here.
Going back to this, Dan's obviously holding one, drawn away here.
Not a bad all, eh? See the feather and run.
Not far off, probably not quite counting. I don't know. Close for second. Yeah, so on ring 3, the first set was won by Craig Watson, playing the first end of the second set now.
Oh, Paul gone quick at that.
Yeah, he did. He lost his action there.
I'm quite surprised that because
He went really quick and it looked like, to me, looking at that, it looked like a timing shot down the forehand. All these balls coming in.
yeah.
Obviously the middle ball out of the three of his looked like the target ball, just like with a timing weight rather than going too quick at it. But you play what you fancy at the time. It's easy to sit here and
all the best bowlers are on the seats, mate.
yeah. Dan's not far off yet.
Right to his last bowler, yeah.
He's give us a chance. If he's not too heavy, needs to settle a fraction. Yeah, he's good. Definitely 2 or 3 to Dan, yeah. So
Go on the assumption that it's 2.
yeah, looks like it. Yes, Ken. So on ring 5, Ken Chan is 5-3 up against Ian McLean in the first set. Last end being played now. Looked a scrappy end that. The previous end looked really scrappy, which is surprising. 2 good players.
On ring 6, Anthony Booth Lloyd took the first set against Stephen Richardson. Oh, Dan changed to his forehand there, mate.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Open ball.
That shows a little bit of a little bit of confidence creeping in now.
Yeah.
Because he knew he played 2 decent balls last time going up here on the forehand. He's slightly under the line, but if he plays a good speed, he's settling into something there, aren't you? It's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, mate.
Paul's been playing this backhand really well, but the jack's a little bit further than the length that he was nailing it. And this is close enough to
Getting
win.
the grab
Well
down,
played.
yeah.
Excellent. Dan doesn't like this at all. Yes. Underneath.
Right, Jack, right? No, ball shot. 2-inch gap. Okay.
I don't know, down to pace. I don't know whether he's will
decent.
get back.
Yeah, his balls are bent like mad there, aren't they?
Flying back at the end, mate. I know. What a ball. By
Excellent.
Gideon.
Excellent. Yeah, the last little bit, they're just hooking right in there.
Needs a bit DSS.
Yes. Probably the right shot to play.
Yeah.
Just underneath the line. The back rings, it doesn't look like they've got markers to show who's won the set. So we're struggling to.
He's all down to pace. You want to stand up? Or should?
Probably doesn't count, I wouldn't have thought. Good effort though. Oh, he fancies a ball. Yeah,
Let's give it to 3.
So 4-2 after 3 ends. Kevin Harrison definitely won the first set anyway.
There was a bit of a steward's inquiry there going on about the score.
There was,
by the
yeah,
looks
there
of it.
was. Ken Chan won the first set against Ian McLean. Decent start by Dan. Very good, well done.
Answer to the question who won the first set in the Martin Macaulay game against Craig Watson. Craig Watson won the first set, but Martin's got off to a flyer in the second set because he got a 4 the first end.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Could be 3 on the second end as well.
Try here from Dan. So not he just rocked it.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by the game that we're watching. They were streaming here. I was watching that game that you've just been commenting on there.
That's out here. It's open house, mate.
Martin Macaulay and Craig Watson. I watched the last ball of that end then. And there was a 2 scored by Martin, so it's 6-0 after 2 ends. Dan switching to forehand, yeah. It's not tapping down his forehand.
It's coming down.
That's
just
okay
over.
though, like, gives them options.
Yeah.
Gives them options with the 2 back balls now as well. I'd assume, well, Paul's either going to play a deep ball down the backhand or he's going to tuck the jack away down the forehand.
Yeah.
If he tucks the jack away down the forehand, it takes all the danger away. So that's probably the shot to play.
You're better at this than Bolty, mate. You haven't get the shot wrong yet. Where's Bolty? Is he watching?
But I'm looking at it from a bending balls perspective, do you know what I mean? Rather than a tight balls perspective.
Hold on. Keep down with me coffee because he'll be coming out that bar any second.
You know, them aero quantums and all that, and these people, I don't know what they're doing. Straight up the middle things. Nah, Bolty, he likes to swing a ball. To be fair, he's class act. He obviously played very well last week. Did he watch much?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Considering he hasn't been on the green much.
Well, I was just people asking me how much you're playing. I'm like, well, for me, this is the time to be competitive. This sort of season for me, there's nothing worse than being halfway through the season and getting bored of it and stuff like. It doesn't take a lot of practice. It's just competitiveness. You can practice as much as you want. You can have 25 roll-ups if you want.
Yeah.
I don't gain anything by that.
No.
I gain something by playing against somebody.
Competitive, yeah.
So if you get through a round or two, you're in the competition. That's your practice. That's the way I look at it.
Davey says that. He says that you keep your eye on, because especially with it being a double header on a weekend, you feel like the people who go further in the competition the first day tend to have a good run the second day.
Yeah, I mean, that's my outlook. Well, I wouldn't say when I was really young I didn't look like that, but now
The old fart.
I'm not going to be on the green. I'm not going to be having 5 or 6 roll-ups trying to. My practice is trying to get through the first round or two, and then there's no excuses then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you lose in the first round, you go home. See you later.
Move on. Move on. Decent start from Paul again.
Yeah, he's playing that backhand really well. Well, he's nailing the line every time.
From this angle, Dan looks shot, but deceptive. No, that's definitely the winner. Paul sticking on his backhand. Get a grab of the white. Anybody watching, you'll be pleased to know that there's a bacon sandwich sitting here. Bone's getting a bit crusty. And it's coming back now, Paul. Good try. Might have snuck second. Anybody just tuning in, you're watching the World Open Singles Qualifier coming to you from Carlisle.
Just check the emails, mate. We've only had 43 complaints from Ofcom.
A field of about 56 players taking part today. as another qualifier taking place at Athley down Southampton today and tomorrow.
That's it. You down here.
It's all down to pace here, Dan. Got a bit of a pound on it, mind you.
Papa's my last ball, please. 1 meter.
Umpire coming on to measure, gets his chocks out. Oh, black ball. One to Paul.
Two to Paul after 5 ends.
So big end for your mate here. 6-2, going to end 6. Need to double A, do you think?
You probably, well, you look for a 3 now. You don't, 2's really no good. As you're playing the set, when there's 2 left, this is when you need a 3. You've got a chance this end. You've got to make sure at the end of the day, you've got to make sure the first 2 balls are past the jack. Otherwise, there's absolutely no chance.
Paul, give that one up again. About 8 inches.
I know he's uncanny, mate. He can play the game. Obviously, he's had international caps, hasn't he? So that's the last thing you want to do when you're chasing a 2 or a 3. That's on the short side as well. So Dan's just got to make sure he's reaching. Even if he just plays the tin, just play through the jack. Play 2 feet through that jack. You never know then. But yeah, you don't play this end for a 2. You've got to play it for a 3 or a 4. This is the time to chance it a little bit. That's fine. Ian McLean got a 4 on the first end of the second set. I don't know if you mentioned that, Richie.
No.
Second end went to Ken. Don't know if it was a 1 or a 2 to Ken on the second end. Paul's played a great ball there, but Dan's not far off yet. Oh. Dan, a fraction more pace on Dan's last ball there. He had a good chance.
Got a little bit of a play down to the side now, mate, and maybe
You never, if don't get us wrong, Paul's going to get within 2 feet, but if he doesn't get within a yard, for example, Dan has got a shot down the forehand to take 2 balls out.
Yeah.
Or nick the jack, or, you know, do something. But I think this kid's playing too well to let that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not happy, but he's going to be within a yard, so.
Might be, could be a bit of a help that for Dan here.
If Dan can get inside that on the forehand, get the shot ball or nick the jack, you never know.
He's going quick at it. That's it, tight, game over.
Cheers, Rich. I'm going to prepare myself for the game. I'm just going to move my balls bag from like
from up the top of the green
to B
to ring 7. Well, thanks very much, Rob. It's been great having you on.
We'll catch up with you later.
Try to get you on later on in the day.
Top man.
Thanks everybody for watching. So that's the first session over and done with. Second session will probably be about 10-15 minutes. My right-hand man's turned up. We'll try to keep you up to date with the latest scores. You can catch the results on the World Bowls Tour .org page. Again, thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and we'll see you in about half an hour. Nathan, if you've that question, all of the qualifiers in the UK for a full place, Jason will probably answer on Facebook. And thanks very much.
Is the list long like for this? You went, if you can put a space in this
After you.
It's not going to be worthwhile coming forward, right?
Just before we go off air, I've just got a question there. I'll just run through the other scores at the minute for you, and before we go off air, Martin Macaulay against Craig Watson. Martin Macaulay is 7-1 up after 4 ends in the second set. Craig Watson took the first set. Chris Piley is 5-1 up against Martin Gale after 4 ends. He took the first set as well. Ken Chan is 1 set up against Ian McLean, but Ian McLean's 4-1 up after 2 ends. That could be going on for a little bit, that one. And Stephen Richardson, Anthony Booth-Lloyd. Stephen Richardson 7-1 up in the second set. Anthony Booth-Lloyd took the first set, so that looks like it could be going into a tie break. The games out the back, we can see Kev Harrison took the first set against Derek Ferguson. Mark Higgins took the first set against Alex Bryden. And I'm just trying to find, there's a post right in the way. Alan Ramsey's 4-2 up against Megan Sprott, but I don't know who took the first set. Okay, that's a quick rundown. Thanks very much for watching. We'll be back in about probably 20 minutes. Thank you. I will reply to that, Nathan, on the next stream. Thanks.